and what was about to unfold. And you sort of feel vindicated that it's a few months later, it's gone up 100%. And a lot of these super successful guys who you would assume are extremely intelligent have just completely missed this.
Yeah, I mean, it was completely not on anybody's radar. There's like one guy that I met at the Bitcoin Nashville conference, and he follows me on Twitter, so he'll know who I'm talking about, Indian chap. Anyways, but he was like, "Yeah, Fred, no, I totally am in. I'm in this Bitcoin thing. It's like great." But like everybody else I'd be talking about, they'd be totally uninterested. Like crypto, what? Nah, no. Yeah, I used to own Solana, but I sold it. Like that. It was like no interest at all. I talked to Jason a bit there. Like, yeah, he was like not interested. Like, yeah, okay, whatever. Uh, it was not on anybody's radar. And look, I even think at Bitcoin 100,000, it's really not on people's radar. It's just like people sort of view it as like, so okay, I've seen this play before. Like Sam Bankman-Fried, it'll be over. Like the narrative right now in Silicon Valley is everything is AI, right? AI is the interesting thing. Bitcoin is a completely uninteresting thing. It's some kind of a Ponzi scheme, whatever. But if you're smart, you're in AI, So well, I understand the thinking. I mean, AI certainly is fascinating and interesting. I think that, however, as an investment, I think they're going to be wrong. I think, even you know, uh, like Microsoft, okay, clearly, absolutely in top of the game in AI, right? They're a big investor in OpenAI. They're betting the ranch on AI, right? But look, you look at Microsoft earnings per share in Bitcoin terms, they're not doing so great. It's constant. So, I think that the reality is, as an investment, um, Bitcoin is a better investment. I think AI will change the world in terms of the way we live and work much more than Bitcoin will. Bitcoin is just it's sort of going to be the plumbing behind the scenes,
Yeah.
and you know, it, that, and so if you're looking for a new Chat GPT experience with Bitcoin, that's not happening, you know. But that's not nobody cares. Bitcoin is very important to focus on what Bitcoin is and how it's used in the day to day. It's mainly used as a saving vehicle, right? And so you do whatever you do in life, you accumulate Bitcoin, and occasionally you'll buy something with it, like once every couple years. That's kind of tends to be the behavioral pattern with Bitcoin. So I just don't see people expecting, well, it's not used for gaming. Well, sure, it's not. Like, look, I have a 17-year-old, he's a gamer. He plays Fortnite all the time, and, they have their own currency in Fortnite, V-Bucks, you know, and it works just fine. If you're like in that world, V-Bucks, that's great, you don't need Bitcoin. So it's not like, well, Bitcoin's too slow to be used in Fortnite. Doesn't matter. Like it's, that's not the point, It's sort of like saying, I don't know. I don't have an analogy for it, but it's completely irrelevant to the fact that it's not in the day-to-day payment mechanism. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter because it really is. It's much more close to. Um, it's not even digital gold. It's something completely new that humans have never had such a thing. Which